There's this new milestone in every modern relationship, and it has absolutely nothing to do with meeting the parents. I'm talking about the social media launch. So today, we're going to break down how to handle this super tricky step, from that subtle soft launch all the way to the big reveal.
Man, doesn't that feel like a different century? You just go online, flick that little switch from single to in a relationship, and boom, that was it. So simple, so clear, and let's be honest, way less stressful. But fast forward to today, and wow, the game has totally changed. That simple little click has morphed into this huge source of real anxiety and pressure. So, how are you supposed to deal with that? Well, the good news is that's exactly what we're here to do. We're going to break it all down and give you a clear path forward. All right, so here's our roadmap. We're going to cover the new rules of the game, define what a soft launch and hard launch even are, get real about the common pressures we all feel, and then, the best part, give you a simple 3-step action plan. And finally, we'll bring it all back to what really matters. Okay, let's dive in.
So, what's the deal? Why did this get so complicated? Well, to really get the new rules, you first have to understand the modern landscape of love online, because it is a whole new world out there.
The single biggest game changer is the rise of the soft launch. Seriously. It's basically become the default setting, the standard starting point for most new couples. It's this subtle, kind of low-key approach that has completely reshaped how we even hint at a new romance. And that brings us to the two key terms you absolutely have to know these days, the soft launch versus a hard launch. Let's get into exactly what these mean.
Okay, first up, the soft launch. The best way to think about it is like leaving a trail of breadcrumbs. It is all about being subtle. You're posting these little clues, a picture of 2 cocktails, not one. Maybe their hand just happens to be in the corner of a photo, that kind of thing. You're hinting that someone's there without ever showing their face or dropping a name.
And then, on the complete other end of the spectrum, you've got the hard launch. This is the big moment, the public declaration. We're talking clear photos together, tagging their name, leaving absolutely zero doubt in anyone's mind that you are officially a couple. It's basically the digital version of getting on a rooftop and shouting, "Hey everyone, this is my person."
So, what's the strategy here? Why choose one over the other? Well, a soft launch gives you privacy and keeps the pressure way down, which is perfect for a new relationship that you're still figuring out. A hard launch, though, is a public statement. It says, we're serious, we're committed, we're stable. It's so important to remember that one isn't better than the other. They just serve totally different purposes.
Okay, so if it's just a post, why does it feel so heavy? Why can something that seems so simple cause so much genuine anxiety? Let's get into the very real pressures that come with sharing your relationship with the world online. This quote just hits the nail right on the head. We don't just have relationships anymore, we curate them. And that's the core of the problem, isn't it? It's this intense pressure to perform, to present this perfect, polished version of your partnership. It's like we're not just sharing our lives, we're building a brand. And that can really steal the joy from the real thing. And I'm willing to bet some of these worries feel pretty familiar. That need to flex your relationship status, your partner's very real concerns about their privacy, that pit in your stomach fear of a public breakup, and, of course, the big one, comparing your real, messy, beautiful relationship to someone else's curated online highlight reel. If you're nodding along right now, trust me, you are not alone. And look, this isn't just a vibe, it has real-world consequences. The data shows this massive trend. A full half of people are planning to significantly cut back on their social media use. And the main reasons they give? Stress and just a decline in quality. People are getting tired of all the pressure. Okay, so we've got the terms down and we understand the pressures. Now for the most important part, the solution. So here it is, a super clear, totally practical 3-step action plan to guide you through this. This little framework is designed to take all the guesswork and drama out of the equation. Step 1, and honestly, this one is non-negotiable, is you just have to have the conversation. Talk openly about your feelings and boundaries early on. Step 2, start slow. A soft launch is a great low-pressure way to ease into it. And then, step 3, after a month or 2, you check in. You revisit that conversation and decide together what the next move is. It's all a team sport. And that's the whole point, right? The goal here isn't to nail the perfect, trendy soft launch for your followers. The real goal is to make a decision that you and your partner both feel genuinely good and comfortable with. It just comes down to communication, mutual agreement, and respecting each other. So how do we put all this together? Well, our final section boils everything down to the single most important takeaway: putting what actually matters first. Think of this little table as your cheat sheet. The rules are so simple, but they are so powerful. The do's: talk openly, agree on boundaries together. The don'ts: don't you dare post without their permission or pressure them into it. At the end of the day, you have to prioritize your real, offline connection over any kind of online performance. And that right there brings us to the ultimate bottom line. Your relationship is not defined by likes or comments or what its status says online. Its true health is built on all the things you can't post about: real communication, genuine trust, and a deep mutual respect. That's what's real. So we'll leave you with this final thought. Before you ever hit that share button, just pause for a second and ask yourself one simple question. Is this post going to strengthen my relationship, or am I doing this for other reasons? Let that answer be your guide. Because in the end, that real life connection you have will always, always matter more than any online status.